Gang, it just doesn't get better than this. We no longer have to mock the woke. The woke are literally mocking themselves. They're reaching new lows of absurdity that even has left-wing sites like the Daily Beast cringing. Seriously, when even the most devoted members of the political left find themselves totally incapable of defending your woke antics, it's over. This is going to absolutely make your day. Now, if you don't know what's going on here, the British Daily Mail published photos from the set of Disney's latest film project. According to the Mail, Disney is purportedly filming a live-action remake of the classic Snow White. Unfortunately, because of the woke mind virus that currently infects Disney, they decided to make some changes. Not only is Snow White now Latina, but perhaps most shockingly, instead of the traditional 7 dwarves, the film will feature, quote, magical creatures in order to avoid reinforcing stereotypes. We now have photographs of the companions accompanying Snow White in the film, and as you can see, they're a band of your quintessential diversity hires. I mean, we're talking gender, ethnicity, even height. Now, ironically, there's only one dwarf among them. Obviously, it didn't take long for these photos of these absurdly politically correct characters to go viral, and the mockery of these photos online, the ridicule, the rolling laughter over this on social media was just uncontainable. I have to say my favorite was the Babylon Bee, the satirical site. The Babylon Bee tweeted out, "I'm sorry, but these are actually real photos from the latest Disney remake. This is not one of our parodies. This is not satire. This is real." Somebody who's obviously paid way too much, somebody at Disney actually thought this was a good idea. So they labeled the picture Snow Brown and the multi-ethnic Portland hipsters. I mean, the pictures were mercilessly mocked. I mean, they were hilariously derided and jeered as the epitome of wokeness absurdities all throughout the week. And I mean, looking at those photos, you really almost begin to feel sorry for these people. Now, just to show you how utterly savage these photos were, Disney officials originally came out, I kid you not, and claimed that the photos were fake. In a statement to the Daily Beast, the studio said, and I quote, "The photos are fake and not from our production. We are currently trying to have the Daily Mail," which first published the photos, "issue a correction." But you're not going to believe this. They got caught. I kid you not. They got caught lying about the movie. Wait until you see this. But first, gang, you may have heard that gold has now become king again, literally king of the world, with the latest announcement coming out of the BRICS Economic Union. A new age of gold-backed currency is rising, and now is your time to get in before the rest of the world figures it out. And we've got amazing friends to this channel who can help you do just that. We've partnered with the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. They've helped patriots across the nation move, get this, over $1 billion into gold and silver. You heard that right. Billion with a B. They're absolutely amazing. Click on that link below right now. And for those with retirement accounts, the patriots over at Goldco are offering you up to $10,000 in free silver when opening a qualified IRA account. And for cash buyers, you're going to love this. You can get bonus silver just for making a purchase. So if you buy $15,000 worth of precious metals, you're going to get $750 in bonus silver. If you buy $25,000, you're going to get $1,200 worth of bonus silver. But that's only as long as supply lasts, so don't wait. Click on that link below. This is your opportunity to get in on the ground floor as more and more nations return to the gold standard. It's amazing. Click on that link below right now. So Disney reported to the Daily Beast that the photos were not from a production shoot and they were fake. But the Daily Mail, which first broke the story, they refused to budge over it. And so as more and more people probed, the more they found out the pictures were indeed authentic. And the actors and actresses depicted there were indeed in the midst of this disastrous Disney production. And so Disney, with eggs splattered all over their faces, had to admit the photos were real. And the best they could come up with to try to cover themselves with it was, well, they're not official. They're not. You can't make this stuff up, all right? Right, we admit it. Okay, we admit it. They're real. Yeah, this is the latest woke project we're working on. Yeah, but the photos aren't official. They're not official photos. We might change things if we're mocked. I mean, if we're moved to do so. Now, ironically, some woke activists disguised as journalists in the legacy media originally called the pictures, I kid you not, obviously fake. When Disney issued their original denial, you had outlets like the AV and Daily Beast, and they were like, well, of course they're fake. Once again, the conspiracy theory right got duped. Ha ha. And so it wasn't just Disney with egg on their face. Even the ultra-leftist media types inadvertently admitted that they too recognize how pathetically and patently absurd those photos were. And yet they still defend all things woke. It's hilarious. The sad fact is, gang, is that this is all just par for the course for the imploding Disney Corporation. If you can believe it, Disney lost $900 million on the last 8 releases. They've lost nearly $1 billion in their last 8 films. They've recently implemented a third round of mass layoffs, cutting upwards of 7,000 jobs. Disney's share price has plummeted by almost 50% over the last 2 years. A number of their recent films failed to achieve profitability. Their streaming service, Disney Plus, has been a disaster. It's lost billions, I think upwards of about $4 billion because they can't come up with good programming. I mean, their acquisition of the Star Wars franchise has been an unmitigated disaster. Their standalone film, Solo, became the first Star Wars feature to actually lose money. There are even rumors that Disney is contemplating selling the Star Wars brand, which would have been unimaginable just a few years ago. And now, on top of all this, to add insult to injury, now you have Disney destroying one of their most beloved classics. And even the woke left is cringing on how bad it was. So needless to say, Disney is getting exactly what it deserves. If going woke means going broke, Disney, along with Bud Light, is the poster boy for this fundamental law of the universe. And until they learn their lesson, things are just going to continue to go from bad to worse. Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.